What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 54 of Freezer to Fallout, our adventures through the post-apocalyptic Boston wasteland. So I was doing some random side stuff to build up our settlements out here, and I'm at the lumber mill right now, and apparently there's a giant hermit crab we gotta take care of. So we're gonna deal with that, and then we're gonna deal with the other small side quest, go back, talk to Avery and the other people in town, and then we're gonna head on to Acadia. So it should be some fun times ahead. Apparently this hermit crab likes to hide inside of buses, and they have some good loot. But our settlers here at the lumber mill want to take it out, so it's just off the side here. And then of course we will go deal with the Pinecrest Cavern, deal with all the bandits and everything in there, and then head back and talk to the mariner and all the people back at Far Harbor. Everything up here is connected now, so should be some good times ahead. But let's go find this hermit crab and see what we can do to deal with it. Well, it certainly can take a pounding. Oh, it's even an alpha.
I want to trade a few things.
Get to the meat is the hardest part.
Well, that was a heck of a way to start things off. So the lumber mill now has a couple of turrets hiding in little places. One up top there, and then one in the hole in the wall on this side. So I was trying to be sneaky. Very sneaky. But let's head off to the cavern. We don't really have anything close to it, so we're going to have to run, and I think we're about as close as we can get. So if we follow the road north out of town, and then circle around, it should be just what we need to do. Getting to the point where we're going to have to start taking on the people in Acadia, see what that's all about, and push against the children of Adam. Psychotic people who worship radiation. I got a feeling I'm going to be hitting my map a lot on this little run, because, well, the fog kind of disorients me a lot. But no one who's watched this show at all is surprised by that. Big question is our flare gun even going to work for some of this stuff? Because, I mean, we're on Far Harbor, but we do have settlements, so makes me wonder whether or not we're going to get some Minutemen support if we actually use it. So we'll travel down here and then just hop across this little gap to get to there. Probably not the best way to go, but there's a couple other little things that are popping up. Okay, so gulpers can apparently hide in trees. That's good to know. Apparently I'm carrying too much already, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I thought I dropped everything off. Apparently I did not. That's okay, we can just toss everything over to Piper and then get back to running. Next level up, we will gain the advantage in the fact that we're going to have the next rank of strong back, oh, the first rank, I should say, of strong back ready to go. Just need to go down a little bit further south along this road. Maybe we'll discover another little place to deal with it. Yeah, it's going to be one of those times where you guys are going to have to watch me hit my map a lot. I'm not as familiar with Far Harbor as I necessarily like to be. The fog creeps me out, so I try to spend as little time on the island as possible. Which doesn't necessarily work out most of the time. Well, at least as far as knowing where to go and what's out there is, anyway.
Blue, we're not alone here. Here's trouble.
Good thing about the anglers is they kind of give themselves away. I'm pretty sure that it works for their hunting patterns. Not so much if they're the ones being hunted. Might have to do a bunch of cooking when we get back to shore. Or at least off of the dangerous section. That's a fog crawler. They're a whole lot scary now, but still not exactly the thing you want to run into while you're out running around. Now if we just head straight on up to the cave, we can deal with some trappers. Our radiation isn't doing too bad. That's the constant battle with Far Harbor. I gotta find a way up this cliff. I'm being outsmarted by Mother Nature. Which again, not unusual. Especially with what Mother Nature's been doing in Alberta right now and has been making life a little weird. And we got some friends down here. Wolves. That's one way to wake you up. Nice little shack here. But we want to find that cave. I'm gonna assume it's up here. Probably go back to our ghost rifle. I'm doing that thing again where being quiet in the game means being quiet in the real world. Can't even see them yet. So let's just toss a couple of random grenades and see what we can hit. Kind of pinned down right now. This is not fun. Alright, poke your head out. Oops, that was kind of a waste of a round. There's a legendary trapper down. There's the turret down. It's definitely hard to see with the recon scope on when we're at night in the fog. Kind of trying to use their muzzle flashes to give us an idea where they are. So let's go to plan B. Get up a little bit closer and just start sending plasma. This is to help out our people at, well, Longfellow's cabin. Still another couple of them running around, I think. But Piper's kind of dealt with them, so that's always a plus. So we just have to find the entrance to this cave and go in and clear it out.
That's it.
Pick up some grenades while we're here. Steadfast automatic combat shotgun. Not too bad. Ooh, some missiles. All I can see when I see missiles pop up as ammunition is just bottle caps! Yay, more bottle caps! 44 ammo would be great if we were using pistols. And I got a feeling that something in here is going to try and kill us in a bad way. Oh, locked door. So I'm guessing that the other path then is probably filled with booby traps, trying to lure us in.
Nice.
But we don't play that game. We're going to go around the easier way. Might as well unlock this box while we're right in front of it. That was a big shot of radiation from what? I don't know. Okay, there's something up there that's giving us radiation. It might be that he has a Children of Adam rad gun, so we'll see. Alright, so we completed the quest, but there's still a couple of people in here. Oh, that's Piper. Sorry, Piper, I was tempted to shoot you.
Nice.
Ah, that's why. He had a radium rifle. Every time we got shot by that thing, it would irradiate us a little bit. We are currently overburdened, too. So, let's just take some grilled rat's egg. Should give us all the space we need to go out. Blowtorch will give us oil, which is always a good thing. Don't want to stick around here for too long, though. I've already got what we need to do here. I'm thinking that this is the trap path. So, we'll quickly head back to old Longfellow's cabin, talk to the people there, dump off a bunch of stuff, possibly cook up some stuff, build a cooking station there. Ooh, there are enemies nearby, apparently. So I guess we'll have to get a little bit further away. But we'll go back to Longfellow's cabin, try and put some of our supplies into the workshop there. Call it good. And then we will head back and talk to Captain Avery and the rest of the people at Far Harbor. And then off to Acadia. Alright, let's just get in here a little bit closer. Talk to our person here.
I took care of those trappers for you.
Good. Nothing else to do with scum like that.
Alright, so that completes that quest.
Not yet. Just stay put for now. Right.
And Piper.
Those uglies will think twice before messing with us again.
We're going to take off of you all of the stuff that you don't really need. We're leaving you your deliverer, of course. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit slow going to get back over to the workbench. Unless we just go in and create a cooking station, which we should be able to do. And this design of cooking station seems rather appropriate, given where this place is. So let's transfer all the useless stuff. Some Molotov cocktails, that radium rifle. Pretty much everything that we picked up that we don't need. Should probably keep the great mentats. It's amazing how quickly everything that you carry around adds up on you. But, hey, sometimes you need it, right? Sometimes you don't. And that should lighten us up a fair bit. So now we just have to go back and head into Far Harbor. I think it'd be quicker to run than fast travel since Far Harbor is literally right there. At least it'll save me having to cut out one more loading screen. And I might extend this episode a little bit because I do want to push Far Harbor and get this place all sorted out and back in line with the Commonwealth. Because I really want to go to Nuka World, because that's going to involve a lot of fighting. We'll play nice with the gangs there for the first little bit, but they are gangs. And we can't have them mistreating our people. So we're not going to let them get away with it, and that means generally we have to fight. And this, of course, is young Longfellow. We made a sentry bot to transport out here with a space monkey helmet. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. And it's nice seeing them come all the way out here. So let's talk to the Mariner.
Mainlander, I got one last idea. Crazier than a box of radlers. That hasn't stopped you before. Hull's got plenty of stopping power now. But if a Mirelurk Queen went for a frontal assault...
Well, we want to help.
I'd like to help if I can.
I had a feeling I could count on you. Thicker walls can beat the whole mass velocity force issue. But the bigger problem is acid. Only thing I've ever seen survive a Queen's acid are other Mirelurks. The Mirelurks on our islands have carapaces that are extra tough. So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces and lug them back here. Then I'll reinforce the town as best as I'm able.
The town's in your debt.
Far Harbor really owes you for all this.
Yes and no. It's my dock people are squatting on. So I got a personal stake in it. Good luck.
Alright, so Hull Breach Part 3. So, we have to help the Mariner as an optional thing for Captain Avery, so let's go find us some Mirelurk carapaces. We'll travel up to that camp. So we just have to head south from here, and there should be some Mirelurks right there available for us. We can get those carapaces, head back to Far Harbor, complete this thing for the Mariner, and then push on. I know it seems like the side quests are kind of not really the point of all this, and we do have a lot to do that is the point of all this. But there's method to my madness and madness to my method. Normally side quests are something I would leave for you guys to explore on your own, but if we really want to get a nice ending, shall we say, for Far Harbor, you gotta help out the Mariner, you gotta help out the people in Far Harbor, because there's several ways that this can end. There's one Mirelurk carapace. Damn, they're just coming out of the woodwork after us right now. That one hurt. Ha, they got tangled up together as they died. That's actually pretty awesome. But now, we are going to make our lives slightly easier. Strong back. Plus 25 carry weight. That's just going to make life a little bit easier. So with that little bit of randomness out of the way, back to Far Harbor. Put our gun away since we're in town again.
Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it.
I got your Mirelurk carapaces.
Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct tape, or super glued to the damn docks, all there. Feels like I can finally sit a spell and relax. Take this. It's well earned.
Well, enjoy your break.
Enjoy the break, Mariner.
I wonder how long before some sad sap gets a splinter in their wee toe and it's up to me to fix it. Take care, Mainlander.
Alright, so the Defender's harpoon gun ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. That's one heck of a heavy weapon to bring along with us. Now that we've completed that, we can talk to Avery.
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. But now we've taken back homesteads. People are finally coming together. And all of it, it's all because of you.
Well, we're helping our friends.
I just wanted to help my friends.
We don't deserve you. Sincerely. My people are so mired with their own concerns, I don't think they even realize that you saved us. All of us. Anything I give you or do for you, it just isn't enough. But take this, and thank you.
And a rescue diving suit. This comes into something that's going to be popping up later. We can breathe underwater and gives us protection from radiation. We're going to need it.
You need general supplies? Visit the bait shop.
Well, if you'd let me out of Avery's house, that would be nice. Alright, so let's just quickly check out our ammo. We're good on energy cells. Pretty much everything's a little low. Now, we aren't going to be using that harpoon gun at all, so essentially, while it's a great gun, right now all I can see is caps. But we can use it to pick up some more ammunition for the weapons that we actually want to use. Fusion cells and 5.5, no, not 5mm, 5.56 rounds. We can go through and sell off a lot of the other stuff that we don't necessarily need. Most notably, we can sell off a few of those psycho buffs. The rest of it I think we'll hang on to. So, costs us a little bit, but we're still sitting at 32,000 caps. So that's always a good thing. Now we have slightly more ammunition for what we need, which is going to be awesome. So, now, our job here on Acadia is to go talk to the leader of Acadia and try and bring Kasumi back home. Personally, I don't think she's a synth, so we just need to convince her that she needs to go home. And while we're in here, we'll be picking up a second piece of our Recon Marine armor.
first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
We're looking for Kasumi.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
She's human.
She's human, and she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth, then she doesn't have a family. She never had one. Think about how she must feel. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No, I'm human.
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I was with my family.
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Well, we're not a synth.
I'm not a synth. End of discussion.
I understand. I won't pry any further. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Kasumi is usually working down below, whenever you wish to see her. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before you go?
Well, the Institute is destroyed.
You should know the Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
Nothing else.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Well, that popped up a lot of questions about existence. Are we more than our thoughts?
This week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Well, here's Chase.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed.
Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Well, we gotta make sure she's safe.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How did you find them?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have DiMa's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
Well, we want to help.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
We'll definitely look into it for you.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Alright, so we have to track down a synth to help people out. We'll stop off on this floor to see if we can find a man named Cog. Aster.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
We're here for Kasumi.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. A little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what you have.
The best Acadia has to offer coming right up.
Alright, so apparel. And we are looking for the Marine Recon chest piece. The legendary effect on it, not so great. The stats on it, fantastic. So that hits us pretty hard. I'm going to have to do another jet run, I think. So I'll have to do that sometime this week. But, bam. Which means we should be able to go to Piper, since she is just using a normal combat armor chest piece, I believe. Yeah, just a sturdy one. Congratulations, you now get a destroyer's chest piece. And we are rocking the marine armor chest piece. So that's a few of the pieces all set up. Might as well take all the meds that we can get while we're here. So that's two of them down. Let's go find the other guy we're supposed to help. I think he's upstairs, actually. He's talking to DiMa. There's going to come a very warped existential idea when it comes to what we have to do later on that involves DiMa and Faraday. I swear he's up here somewhere. There he is.
So, you've talked to DiMa. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. DiMa's vision is worth fighting for.
Well, the synths do deserve safety.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe,
just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure DiMa knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Well, he's lucky to have you.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Well, we can offer to help you.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to it?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure, we got it covered.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Alright, so we've got data recovery, and the arrival, and Acadian ideals. So we need to find someone named Brooks. Wonder if they're on this floor here. Could they be up above? We know that's not the place we want to go. Gotta be down in the basement. So we'll go talk to Kasumi and then we'll find Brooks on the way out. Since we've gone through so much to find this young lady. It's just the synth refuge E.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
Well, we're a detective.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way for me? Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
You're not a synth, Kasumi.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You're not a replacement.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Well, let's help.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that DiMa's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models DiMa has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor.
Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if DiMa is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
Well, we definitely got to get to the bottom of this.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing DiMa, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop. But it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and DiMa are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
We'll improvise.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Alright, so I think we're going to try Faraday's terminal. If we look at our skills... Oh, hacker's no go, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just go into the storage area. Of course, assuming I can pick past the simple lock. Which apparently I can't today. There we go.
Yes.
So let's see what this is all about.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the Children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, DiMa. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have, but I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Okay. So we need to get our hands on that program. So that means back up to Faraday's office. I think that's all the way upstairs. Could be Chase's office, not sure. We don't want to talk to DiMa. We'll just take that. This all comes down to DiMa's memories. Now, before we do anything else, Brooks is over in Far Harbor. That's why we couldn't find him. He's not actually in Acadia. Let's go talk to Kasumi and see what she thinks about all this.
Turns out DiMa's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't DiMa planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
We got Faraday's program.
I got this program that Faraday and DiMa wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, DiMa was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, you know, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating DiMa's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
Don't worry.
I'll get DiMa's memories, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Good luck.
Alright, so that kind of gives us our objective for the next little bit here. That's going to start off next week's Sunday episode. So Best Left Forgotten. There is a very crucial part about this quest, but we'll be going through it as we go along, because when we get to it, it's going to take us a long time to sort through. So if you like the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, be part of our community, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video comes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.